Alright, so what's up guys? I'm Truman Lee, and today I'm going to tell you how golf can improve your exit velocity and your pitching velocity in baseball. So over the last year or so, I've been playing golf a lot more, and I've been really enjoying it. At the beginning of this year, I was about an 18 handicap, and now I'm down to 11, I think. We usually do a golf activity like once a week, so we go actually golfing or we go to the golf range, and then I also just hit into the net all the time, like usually 3 times a week or so, just for fun, to get my energy out. And over the last few months, especially after I got this golf net, I've been noticing that my velocity has been increasing on my fastball and also my exit velocity when I'm hitting. And I'm like 99% sure it's because of golf and trying to do some almost speed training type things, but it's not necessarily speed training. Basically, I just try and hit the ball as far as I can with my driver once I'm all warmed up, and I think that that's been helping a lot with baseball as well. And if you need some proof that baseball and golf are connected, go watch Bryson DeChambeau's video on the batting cages when he went to the batting cages. He's a professional golfer. He's ranked like top 10 in the world, and he always tries to find new ways to be able to swing harder and hit the ball farther. And one of those ways that he found out that actually helped him a little bit was baseball. He went to the batting cages and hit some baseballs and learned about the baseball swing. So all the muscles in baseball and golf are connected. If you have a good golf swing where you use all of your body parts correctly, I guess you could say, then it uses the exact same muscles as baseball. Because at my impact of my golf swing, I'm going to be about here, and on the impact of my baseball swing, I'm going to be here, right? So it's nearly the same thing, except you're hitting the ball off of the ground instead of in the air. And then also for pitching, it helps a lot with your shoulder-hip separation, because during my golf swing, I try to get my hips out in front early and then keep my shoulder and my hands back. And if you do that correctly and you have a good golf swing, then it can really increase your velocity. You may think of golf as like an old man's game, which it sort of is, but recently in the last few years it's been transferring to the younger age group, and lots of younger people are starting to try out golf, and it actually gets really addictive. To be honest, like I went through a phase where I only wanted to do golf. So if you've never played golf before, or you don't have a set of clubs, then I recommend watching some golf YouTube videos, and then also going to the thrift stores. They have golf clubs for pretty cheap, and if you can find something that's like 20 years old or so, then that can work. You can also look online on like eBay and stuff, get a used driver for about $100 or less. That's only like 20 years old or so. Some good golf YouTubers that I watched that helped me improve my game are Rick Shields and Peter Finch. They really helped improve my game because they make lots of helpful tip videos on golf. So I recommend watching both of those guys. If you do everything right that I've said so far, theoretically you should get a slight increase in velocity. I also recommend getting a net like this. You might even already have a baseball net that has small enough holes in it so the golf ball doesn't go through. But I recommend investing in one of these. You also don't need the best or newest clubs to get started. For example, my set of irons is from 1996, I believe. All my other clubs are a little bit newer, but you don't need any $500 driver to get started. So here's my golf swing just really quick in slow motion. So the number one way that I recommend of using golf to gain velocity is making sure that you get, when you load, you turn your hips a ton in your backswing, and then make sure that you start your hips before you do your hands, so your hands just kind of fall with your swing, because your hips are going to be going like this and they're going to be turning, and your hands are just going to kind of fall behind. Another thing that's really similar to the baseball swing is making sure that your right arm is tucked, or your left arm if you're a lefty. Make sure your right arm is tucked so you can get down on the ball. This is the impact position that lots of pros have. Well, actually all the pros have this, but you want to make sure that your right arm is staying down while your left arm is getting extended, just like the baseball swing. When you're right here, obviously you want your bottom hand to be bent and not completely straight out. And when you do your golf swing properly, you will feel all the same muscles being activated as you do in the baseball swing. Your quads, glutes, and hips should all be producing the power of your swing, while your hands just lag behind, exactly like baseball in your baseball swing and your pitching mechanics. So now for the part that you've all been waiting for. This is how you are going to increase your velocity the most by doing what is called speed training, or long drive, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's just swinging as hard as you can without hurting yourself. But when you are doing your long drive stuff and you're trying to hit the ball as hard as you can, you want to make sure to have the proper mechanics. And so the way that you do that is by just every single time you swing just like a little bit harder, but try to keep your same mechanics, because if you don't, then it's not really going to work. And when you do this properly, you'll start to train your body. What the heck? I guess the gate just closed by itself. Hello? Okay, nobody's there. Alright, cool. So now you want to start swinging harder and harder. As I said, when you have the proper mechanics, you might even figure out something about your baseball mechanics or your baseball swing. So that one I hit right out of the middle of the face, and that probably went pretty far. I'm guessing around 250 or so carry. I had a little draw on it, so. Basically, doing golf is a fun alternative in training your body to hit and throw the baseball harder. But anyways, let's see if I can get a really good one here. That was a complete slice. That was probably my best one so far. I hit that right out of the center of the face with a big old drop. Probably went pretty far. But anyways, that's it from me. If this video helped you, then please leave a like and a subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Dr. Seuss rhyming. Okay, bye.